Hello everyone. It has been a while since I recorded. Last time I updated you guys about our last PIO shot and our first visit to the OB. And I said I would come back in a few days with a video with my fetal Doppler to listen to the heart sounds, and I never did, so I apologize for that. The reality of pregnancy kicked in and I was just super exhausted, or I've been super exhausted, so I was unable to actually make that video. And then I attempted to make a video this weekend and then I deleted it because pregnancy brain is real. So here we are. I'm on my way home from work and stuck in a little bit of traffic, so I figured now was a good time to go ahead and make the video. So, update on first trimester, because today technically we're 15 week and 3 or 4 days. So we're officially in the second trimester. Yay! We're super excited for that. So first trimester, I think on the last video I mentioned at the first OB appointment, my doctor took swabs because I was having spotting and she wanted to make sure that there was no infections or anything going on there. The culture or the swab came back for bacterial vaginosis, which she decided to treat with Metrogel, which is like a vaginal insert of cream or gel. I looked up the medication and it looked as if they try not to use it in pregnancy. However, if they're concerned about the risk of bacteria vaginosis and the effect that it may have on baby, then they will prescribe it. So I don't know if it's because I was spotting that, she was concerned about, I don't know if it's because I was spotting that she was concerned about maybe a threatened abortion or what the situation was, but she decided to start me on it. So I started the Metrogel, and with taking the Metrogel, I ended up having more spotting than I started with, so that was kind of concerning. But I went back in, they were able to find the fetal heartbeat. I think this was probably around 11 weeks at this time. They found the fetal heartbeat and everything was fine, so they told me to continue and to go from there. So since then, everything completely cleared up, so no issues or concerns there. We did do the first trimester screening, so the ultrasound and the blood work. That was at 13 weeks, and we got an ultrasound, which I'll insert pictures at the end of this video. We also did the blood work, and that came back negative or decreased odds. It's not a definite test, but it just kind of gives you an idea of what your chances are of the baby having any abnormalities or whatever. So ours looked pretty good both ways, so that was exciting. It was definitely exciting to be able to see baby, being that we hadn't seen baby since 6 weeks maybe. I think it was 6 weeks. So, and I think I mentioned that in the last video that was partially why we decided to go ahead and do the testing, because we really wanted to see what baby Dewey was looking like in there. And to our surprise, at 13 weeks the baby definitely looked like a real baby. I don't know what else we thought it would look like, but was kicking around, moving around just fine. Heartbeat, or heart rate, excuse me, was about 152 or 153. So we were definitely excited about that. So yeah, so that was that. I did have another OB appointment this past Friday. Today is Tuesday, September 26th. So this past Friday I had another OB appointment, and that one, well, she didn't do much of anything but check the heart rate and asked me what my symptoms and things like that were. Asked me if I was having spotting and bleeding, and that was all negative. And we just kind of discussed a few things like the flu shot and things to prevent BV going forward. So that was pretty straightforward. So in regards to the fetal Doppler, I did order the fetal Doppler. I got it from fetaldoppler.net, and it came within a few days of me posting the last video. So I think when I went to the first OB appointment, I was about 10 weeks and some days, and the doctor couldn't find it. She couldn't find the heartbeat. But when I got the fetal Doppler, I was probably newly 11 weeks and I found it at home. So that definitely gave me peace of mind while waiting to get in for the 13-week ultrasound for the genetic testing. So we were definitely excited and blessed in that way. The next time we go back to the maternal fetal doctor is for the anatomy scan, which is scheduled for around 19 weeks and 3 days, I think, and that is October 24th. So we'll definitely update you guys with that, because we do plan on finding out the gender. What else was there? I feel like there's something else that I wanted to mention, but I don't have my notes here because I just decided to do it now since there was significant traffic. But yeah, I mean, as far as first trimester symptoms, it continued to be the fatigue, the breast tenderness that was continuous. The nausea was really bad in the beginning, and I think around 10 weeks it kind of it was still there, but kind of intermittent. Definitely not as bad as it was when it first started. So just only when I was either really hungry, which meant that my stomach was empty, or if I overate and was really full, I would get nauseous. So I hadn't thrown up since, you know, around 10 weeks. But ironically, yesterday I actually threw up, and I don't know if it had to do with the heat that we were experiencing here in Wisconsin, which is very rare for fall, but we were up in the 90s, I think, yeah, in the 90s, and the schools that I work at part-time, they do not have air conditioners, so it was really hot. So I don't know if it was a combination of that or whatever, but I got super nauseous out of nowhere and ended up vomiting. So I don't know if this is just going to be like a periodic thing, you know, or I don't know what's going to go on with baby Dewey, or if this was just like a one-time thing. But that is pretty much it. The fatigue is what's been kind of taking over. I've had cramping as well. The cramping is intermittent, so it comes and goes.
In a quarter of a mile, left turn onto North Mayfair Road.
Sorry about that. I have not taken any Tylenol for it. I've been trying to be a trooper. So no Tylenol. I've just kind of been bearing through the cramping, and as long as there is not any spotting, I haven't been making a big deal about it. What else? I kind of had like 1 or 2 headaches, but not many. Not many. Not many in the first trimester. So I'm grateful for that. So other than that, I mean, that was pretty much the first trimester. We had a little scare with the spotting, but thankfully, praise be to God, everything was okay. So here we are in the second trimester, trekking along. So we are just going to continue to give God all the glory and the praise, and trust Him for the remainder of the pregnancy, that baby Dewey continues to grow and stay put until March, when he or she is due. So like I said, we will definitely I'm sorry, I feel like I have to sneeze, but we will definitely give you an update when we do our anatomy scan. Once I get home, I will get hubby to assist me with the fetal ultrasound, and I'll do a video with that and kind of tack that on as well to the end of this. And then again, I'll insert the 13-week ultrasound pictures as well. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, definitely feel free to leave them for us. All right, everyone, so here's the fetal Doppler. This is the Doppler that I told you guys that I found online at fetaldoppler.net. It was about 30-something bucks. This is the packaging that it comes in. It only took about 3 days for it to come. So I'll go ahead and open it up and show you guys what it looks like inside. And there's hubby in the background. You want to wave to the camera? You want to wave or no? Okay. So inside we have the actual Doppler, and it came not like this part wasn't connected, so I actually connected it after opening it. But here's what it looks like up close. The power button, and then it has like 3 different modes that you can actually watch it on. Here's the actual portion that you put on your belly, and here is the ultrasound gel that it came with. So again, I've been trying to limit myself to weekly listening because I don't want to overdo it. But being that I deleted the last video on accident, this will actually be the second time this week that I'm actually listening to baby's heartbeat. So stay tuned and we'll see if baby Dewey wants to cooperate and let you all hear its heartbeat.